Hey, this is Adam of TechieNetworker.com. Welcome to Module 3 of Website 123. In this module, I'm going to take you through the process of getting your website up and going so you can start publishing content and promoting your content to build your audience, start to build your list. So everything we're going to focus on in Module 3 is just all the essentials that you need to have up and going so you can move forward. All right. In Module 4, I'm going to be going into some additional stuff you can do to really turbocharge your blog and make it a lead generation machine. But what I want to focus on in this module is just everything you need to get done so you can start doing the income producing stuff for your business, which is to start creating content and promoting that content. Okay. So let me cover kind of just an overview here of the steps we're going to go through in the order. All right. So I'm going to take you through actually getting hosting for your website. So think of hosting as basically the computers where your website sit, where the files are actually installed. All right. Now, theoretically, you could actually host your website on like a computer at your house, but you never want to do this because you don't have the infrastructure to make sure it's a fast, reliable, and secure environment. It's a pain in the butt to try to host your own website. So what you need to do is actually go with a reliable provider. And in the first video, I'm just going to recommend the provider that I personally use. Again, I'm always going to recommend the provider when it comes to things like this that I'm using because I have familiarity with it. Obviously, if I'm using it, I like it, and it's also what I'm going to be teaching you on going forward. That said, if you're already with a host of some, or you're using a service already, you'll be able to move forward with this training just fine. Just make sure that whatever host you use has WordPress support. Okay, you don't want to have to go through a complex WordPress installation, and most of the hosts out there actually make it very simple for you to install WordPress. I just have one that I recommend that I'll be talking about in the first video. Okay, so we're going to get your web hosting purchased and set up for your site. Okay, then what we need to do is in module 2 you registered a domain. So what we're going to need to do is go back into Namecheap. If that's where you registered your domain, or whether you did it somewhere else, we're going to have to go back to there and change some settings to point the domain to your web host. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through that process. And whether you're using the provider I use or another one, I'll communicate to you how you can get this done, whether you're using what I'm using or a different host. Okay. Then what we're going to do is install WordPress. Unfortunately, most of these web hosting providers make it super simple to install WordPress. You really don't even need to do anything that technical at all. And I'm going to, again, I'll remove any of the concern you might have and show you exactly what you need to do. All right, so then in step 4, what we're going to do is set up your domain email address. So whatever domain you've chosen, what you want to make sure you get is a domain email. So if you chose yourname.com, you'll want to get an email with that domain. Okay, so like in my case, I'm Adam@TechieNetworker.com. It just looks more professional too to have a custom domain email as opposed to a web, like a Gmail account. You don't really want to use something like Gmail or Yahoo for your business. You want to have a custom domain email, so I'm going to show you how to set that up. The 5th step, I'm going to talk about WordPress basics. I'm basically going to take you into your WordPress installation, because at this point we will have installed WordPress, and show you around the WordPress dashboard so you really understand how you do the different things in WordPress. What you're going to find is after you go through that training, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with WordPress. I talked about in the last module how a lot of these site builders have very simple user interfaces that are really great for people who just want nothing to do with technology. But the truth about WordPress is it's also quite simple to use once you are a little familiar with it. So I'm going to really help you gain that familiarity and comfort level in that video. Then in the 6th video, we're going to actually install a WordPress theme. Okay, there's a whole library of free themes. So in this module, I'm only going to be working with the free themes because, again, I just want to get you guys up and running. The great thing about WordPress is you can change a theme and update to a new theme or a premium theme at any time without impacting your content or the functionality of your site, which is great. Okay, so what I'm saying is that it's best for you to just find a theme to get started with, and then actually in module 4, when I talk about how you can supercharge your site, I'll be kind of showing you some different premium theme options you have that enable you to really enhance the look and feel and functionality of your site, all from a premium theme, right? But in the beginning, I just want to show you how to get a theme installed so you have a nice design for your site that you can move forward with. In the 7th step, we're going to go through the essential plugins that are going to help you accomplish a few different things. related to social sharing, commenting, backup, spam protection, and all of that. All right? So I'm going to take you through those. Excuse me, let me get a drink here. Then in the 8th video, I'm going to show you how to add an opt-in form above the fold to your blog so that you can actually start getting leads, as well as integrating an email service. Okay? So whether you're using one already, an email service that I'm talking about is something like Aweber or GetResponse or Infusionsoft or MailChimp. There's actually a lot of them, and I have one that I recommend that I'll be introducing to you and just showing you how you integrate it into your blog. This is really important so that once you start getting visitors to your blog, you're able to capture their email address and then follow up through your email marketing service. It's just another essential tool. I'm going to show you how to integrate it. And then in the last video in this series, I'm going to show you how to create your first page and post. And I'll tell you the difference between the two in that video. Okay, so that's basically a way of showing you how to create your first content for your blog. And that will actually wrap up Module 3. All right, again, my goal with this module is not to give you every bit of training as it relates to really supercharging your blog. I just want to get you to a place where you'll actually be comfortable starting to create content on your blog. Okay, so with all that said, again, make sure if you have any questions, leave them in a comment below this video, and I will address them promptly. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.